The zero index mystery. Most people think Google is the king of the mountain, but in reality, Google only indexes about 0.03% of the actual internet. The rest is a sprawling, unmapped wilderness known as the deep web and the dark web. Welcome back to ByteMe Explained. Today, we're going beyond the surface. We're looking at the tools used to crawl private servers, the search engines that find things that legally shouldn't exist, and the software that can turn a regular laptop into a surveillance hub. We start with Shodan. Often called the search engine for hackers, Shodan doesn't look for websites, it looks for devices. We're talking about unsecured baby monitors, industrial control systems for power plants, and even command and control servers for satellite arrays. It's illegal in the sense that using it to access these devices is a one-way ticket to a federal prison, but the search engine itself is a terrifyingly legal window into the world's most vulnerable hardware. If you've ever wondered how a hacker in another country can turn off a city's traffic lights, they probably started here. Stick around, because by the end of this list, you'll realize that Googling something is like playing with crayons compared to what these tools can do. The dark web pioneer, Grams. If you were around for the era of the original Silk Road, you know that finding what you needed wasn't always easy. Enter Grams. Launched in 2014, Grams was the first search engine designed specifically to mimic the Google experience for the dark web's black markets. It even had a "I'm feeling lucky" button that would take you to a random listing for things you definitely can't buy at a local Target. Grams used a custom-built crawler that indexed onion sites across the Tor network, providing a unified search bar for everything from counterfeit currency to stolen database dumps. It was illegal by association and was constantly targeted by international law enforcement agencies like Europol and the FBI. The creator, a mysterious figure known as Pimp Pretty, eventually shut it down after the heat became too much to handle. Grams proved that even the underground needs organization, and its legacy lives on in every modern dark web crawler. It was the Google of gutter tech, a browser-based gateway to the world's most dangerous digital storefronts. Using it felt like walking through a neon-lit bazaar where every shop was a potential felony. It's a cursed relic of the early dark web, reminding us that even in the shadows, people still crave a clean user interface and a functional search bar. The surveillance titan, Censys. While Shodan gets all the press, Censys is the quieter, more clinical brother that the digital archaeology scene is obsessed with. Developed originally by researchers at the University of Michigan, Censys is a search engine that constantly scans the entire IPv4 address space. It doesn't just find devices, it catalogs their identity through SSL certificates and open ports. For a technical explorer, Censys is the ultimate map of the private internet. It allows you to find forgotten company servers that haven't been patched since 2004, or private cloud storage buckets that were accidentally left wide open to the public. It's often banned from corporate networks because it acts as a reconnaissance tool for attackers. In the wrong hands, Censys is a weapon that can pinpoint the exact server hosting a company's most sensitive secrets without ever sending a single suspicious packet to their front door. It's the digital equivalent of having an X-ray of every building in a city, showing you exactly where the vault is located. It's a tool for the curious and the malicious alike, and it's the primary reason why security through obscurity is a total lie in 2026. If you want to see the skeleton of the internet, Censys is the lens you use to look through the skin of the web, the onion crawler, Ahmia. Most dark web search engines are clunky, broken, or just elaborate phishing scams. Ahmia is different. It's an open source search engine for the Tor network that actually tries to maintain a sense of ethics, if that's even possible in the dark. Ahmia is unique because it filters out the most depraved content, making it one of the few clean ways to explore the hidden services of the web. However, it is still illegal in the eyes of many authoritarian regimes because it provides a direct path to dissident forums, leaked government documents, and censored news. It's the people's search engine for the underground. Because it's open source, its code is available for anyone to audit or mirror, making it nearly impossible for any single government to kill it off. It's a cursed piece of software because it sits on the fence. It's a tool for freedom fighters on one side and a map for digital scavengers on the other. It's the most reliable way to find the hidden internet without accidentally ending up on a federal watch list, though, let's be honest, you're probably on one just for clicking on this video. It represents the paradox of the dark web, a place of absolute horror and absolute freedom, indexed by a search bar that refuses to be censored by anyone. The leak finder, Intel X. If you've ever wondered where your password goes after a major data breach, the answer is likely Intelligence X or Intel X. This isn't your average search engine, it's a massive archive of leaked data. It indexes everything from historical email dumps to the contents of the dark web's most secret paste bins. For a digital archaeologist, Intel X is a goldmine. You can search by email, domain, or even a specific Bitcoin address to see every time that data has appeared in a leak or a hack. It's illegal in several jurisdictions because it provides easy access to personally identifiable information that should have been deleted years ago. While it's used by journalists and security researchers to track the flow of stolen data, it's also the first stop for identity thieves looking for a fresh lead. It's the digital graveyard of our personal lives, a search engine that remembers every mistake you've ever made online, even if you've since deleted the account. It is a terrifying reminder that once your data is on the web, it never truly disappears. It just gets indexed by tools like Intel X, waiting for someone to look it up. It's the search engine that proves the internet never forgets, and it certainly never forgives your 2012 password choices. The file scavenger, Fossa. While most people search for names or sites, Fossa was a specialized engine designed to find files across open directories and unsecured FTP servers. It was the ultimate whereas hunter. If a company accidentally left their backup server exposed, Fossa would find the zip files. If a government contractor left a PDF of a blueprint on an unprotected port, Fossa would index it immediately. It was a scavenger engine that thrived on human error and the laziness of sysadmins. It was eventually banned and taken offline after it was used in a string of high-profile data thefts, but its spirit lives on in various dorking tools used by the hacking community today. It proved that the most illegal things aren't always hidden behind complex passwords. Sometimes they're just sitting on a server waiting for the right crawler to stumble upon them. It's the trash picker of the internet, finding massive value in the things we forget to lock up. Using a tool like this today is essentially digital trespassing, and it's the reason why IT departments have actual nightmares about open directories. It's a reminder that on the internet, hidden is a relative term that only lasts until a crawler like Fossa decides to take a look. The metadata monster, Exif Search. This is where things get tech noir. Exif Search wasn't a search engine for words, it was a search engine for metadata. Every photo you take with your phone has Exif data GPS coordinates, the time of day, and the specific device model used. Exif Search allowed users to crawl social media and public forums to find photos taken at specific coordinates. If you wanted to see every photo taken at a secret military base or a private celebrity estate, this was the tool that made it possible. It was illegal because it was a stalking tool on steroids. It allowed anyone with a computer to track people's movements through their digital footprints with terrifying accuracy. Most major platforms like Twitter and Instagram now strip Exif data from photos, but the legacy of Exif Search lives on in specialized OSINT tools used by private investigators and state actors. It's a cursed reminder that every time you click upload, you're giving away more than just a picture, you're giving away your exact location in time and space. It turned every vacation photo into a tracking beacon, and for a long time, it was the most dangerous search bar on the surface web. The end boss, Torch, and the deep sea. Finally, we have Torch. Short for Tor Search, it's one of the oldest and most resilient search engines on the Tor network. It indexes over 1 million onion pages, making it the nuclear option for finding the deepest layers of the web. It's completely uncensored. There are no filters, no safe search, and no mercy. Because of this, it is the primary target for every cyber task force on the planet. Torch represents the raw, unfiltered heart of the internet. It's where the digital archaeology ends and the digital danger begins. Using Torch is like diving into an ocean of static. Most of it is noise, but buried in that noise are the most illegal and cursed files in existence. It's the final boss because it refuses to die. No matter how many times the servers are seized or the nodes are taken down, a new version of Torch always appears shortly after. It is the eternal search bar of the underground, and the reason why the dark web remains a mystery to the average user. If the internet is a library, Torch is the section where the books are written in blood and the lights never turn on. Stay human, stay curious, and subscribe for my poor cat.